Maybe it's leaving a job right now. Maybe ending a relationship. Maybe it's starting something new. Deep down, you know the answer to all your own questions. It's just you've been waiting on first to gain that approval, because that's what you've been taught along the way. Did you ever wonder why you'll trust a complete stranger's advice over your own voice? People always say, just trust yourself. But what if you spent years trying to trust yourself and you still feel like you can't? You'll go to everybody around you trying to ask them what you should do next or get advice before you'll listen to your own voice. You keep second guessing yourself all the time. Well, what if it's less about learning how to trust yourself and more about exploring why you don't trust yourself in the first place? Maybe somewhere down the road, you were taught that your voice is not as important as everybody else's. That is what we're going to explore today. You know, as children, we naturally just trust ourselves, but over time, as we grow older, we learn from everybody around us, maybe our parents, like, don't make mistakes, be good, do this, don't do that, don't disappoint people, do this to fit in, right? Oh, don't do that, right? You would be an outcast. I can remember so many times throughout my life where I felt like I couldn't trust myself, from careers to even relationships, probably. I felt like I had to ask everybody else for advice before I could really tune into myself, right? I didn't trust what I was feeling necessarily. So where in your life do you feel, maybe right now, if you're in this place, where you feel like you need to ask everybody else what they think before you do something, before you make a decision, right? We always say, I'm indecisive, like, I don't know, I need clarity. But sometimes it's not about clarity at all. It's about learning to listen to your own voice. Because somewhere along the line, maybe you've been conditioned to think that your voice was not as important. Like, I grew up shy, I grew up quiet, so I never really spoke out. This is my story, that I never felt really heard, you know? And it wasn't until maybe my late 20s and 30s where I started listening to my own gut feeling and intuition a little bit more. And it's still hard because that stays with you throughout life, right? Where you feel like your voice, why is it that your voice is not as powerful? Right? And we have to get the approval or the validation first to give us permission in order to move forward in life. Essentially, you know what you want. Deep down inside, you know what you want, but a lot of times you're trying to convince yourself that you need to seek the permission for what you want before you actually take action. So the more we repeatedly ignore our intuition and those gut feelings and red flags, or maybe where we feel like free and expansive in our lives, the things that make us feel good and make our heart feel open, the more we kind of send that out to other people first for approval, the more we silence ourselves, okay? And the less we are aligned to who we really are in life, because we start to just ignore those little intuitive nudges that we get over time, because we're putting all of our attention and importance on something on the external before we can make a true decision. Trust isn't found, it's something that's built throughout time. It's, removing some layers that we've built and how we've been trained and how we've grown, conditioned into this idea that our voice is not important, okay? So self-trust is a form of self-love, and it can be hard to get to that place, especially if we've always been the good kid, or I need to people pleaser in life and that sort of thing. But I think it's a period of growth where we realize that it doesn't matter whose opinion is, because everybody's going to always have an opinion, right? They're always going to influence us in some way, but you have to realize that everybody is looking at things from their own perception, their own lens, not necessarily yours, right? And sometimes you are the only one who feels what's right for you. You're the only one who could tap into that intuitive place within your heart. The only one. Nobody else can do that. Everybody else can look on the outside and try to keep you safe, right? So any kind of risky situation, or maybe it's a job change, relationship change, you're thinking of divorcing your significant other or something, people on the outside are going to try to keep you as safe as possible, because in their eyes, they want to feel safe as well. So they're coming at it not just from your life, but also from their own filter. Permission, waiting for permission. And you could be 70 years old and you're still waiting for permission to do something in your life. Only because it goes back to maybe when you were a kid, right? You always sought after that permission to do this, do that, and you never truly trusted your own voice. And the only way you can hear your own voice is by truly listening again. Truly, truly listening. Removing the static on the outside and getting back to a place where you are the most aligned and authentic to yourself. So essentially, self-trust is a relationship to oneself, and it's built like any relationship. It needs nurturing like any relationship. If you had a relationship with two people and the one person would just constantly ignore the other one when they were trying to speak, do you think that relationship would have healthy, do you think it would last? I mean, it could last, but you think it's kind of erring on the side of not going to work out so well, right? One person keeps kind of like whatever you just say, somebody comes up to you and they're telling you their life story or something that's really heartfelt they're going through, and you just say, phew, and you walk away. I mean, think of it that way, right? That's kind of how you're treating your own voice all these years. So it's getting back to that place where you build that trust, you build that relationship again with yourself, and realize that it doesn't have to come from out there. You already know deep down inside what you want, I guarantee. And even if you feel like, I'm still kind of indecisive about things, and it will come. It's waiting for you to listen, okay? So just realize you're not in second grade where you need the permission to go out and do something that your heart is calling for. You really, really don't. That's just something you've been taught. It's something you've learned along the way, okay? And that stays with you. It carries with you. Believe me, I know it carried with me for a long time. I feel like, okay, I don't trust that what I'm feeling is actually what I'm feeling. I need to kind of validate it through other people. But you don't need that validation. You don't need the permission. You just need to follow your heart. Follow what really opens you up in life, okay? And trust that. Gotta trust that. So there's no magic pill for self-trust, right? How to trust, 5 ways how to trust myself, like, or 5 tips, like miraculous, those clickbaity kind of headlines. It's something that's built. It starts with a relationship with yourself, okay? And part of that is understanding where that came from. This idea that, okay, my voice is not as important. Did that come from, were you a quiet kid like I was? Were you, where you felt like, I don't want to speak up, right? Because it's scary. Where did it come from, right? It came from somewhere. You learned along the way, because your voice is the most powerful. Your intuition is the most powerful in life, and it will take you just to where you want to go. I would say to where you want to go, but it'll take you just to places that are more aligned to you, okay? Instead of going on wild goose chases and detours because you're always listening to like other people's advice or strangers' advice online, like me. Well, hopefully you're not a stranger at this point. But anyway, If this resonated with you, let me know down in the comments below. Always love to hear your stories. Please share them because it can help other people who are going through similar things in life. You know, having issues with always seeking validation or feeling like you need the approval and the acknowledgement, right? And that does go back to a lot of times seeking the love and the validation from either our family or you know, friends when we were younger and things like that. So yeah, hit me up, leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.